Okay, hi, I'm back again. So now we know about 0. Let's look at some other points that we know and see if we can write down and figure out what their cosine and sine values are. So remember up here at the top, this is 90 degrees, right? Remember that from the other chart? If not, look back at that first one of those first pages we did where we did the unit circle and we determined this. And this one over here on the left side is 180 degrees. And finally on the bottom is 270 degrees. Okay. Now how do those relate? Well, 90 degrees. So what is this point right here? If this one down here was 1, 0, then this is just the opposite. The x value is 0 and the y value is 1. So this is 0, 1. Okay. And again, this is c and s values. It's opposite, but it's also in alphabetic order. So that means if we look at the sine of 90 degrees, again, you can check this in your calculator as long as you have it in degree mode. The sine of 90 degrees is equal to the y value, which is 1. So the sine of 90 degrees is equal to 1, and the cosine of 90 degrees is equal to 0. Okay? Coming along, is that starting to make sense? I hope so. If not, ask your neighbor for a little bit of help. Let's go to this point here, 180 degrees. So then we're looking at this point right here. And this point is negative 1, right? We always do x first, negative 1, and the y value is 0. And down here at 270, this one is 0, negative 1. Okay? So up here at 180, we're going to have the sine of 180 degrees is going to equal the y value, or equal to 0, and the cosine of 180 degrees is going to equal the x value at that point, which is negative 1. Okay? And finally, the sine of 270, again, you can check these on your calculator. Just plug it in and make sure that what I'm doing here is correct. Sine of 270 equals the y value at that point, which is negative 1, and the cosine of 270 equals 0. So we've now determined we've determined a bunch of points that we can now put on a chart. Additionally, with the two notes that I gave you for 5.2, you should have a chart there. And if you look at the chart, you're going to be able to fill in the sine and cosine values so far that we've learned. And let me go to that sheet in another document. Let me do that in another video. Hold on.